Whether you're just getting into sneakers or have been in the game for a while now, there are some tips that every sneakerhead needs to know. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 6 sneakerhead tips that I wish I learned sooner. Before we get into it, if you guys like fashion, sneakers, or men's grooming, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's go ahead and get into it. So tip number 1, this one here is probably the most important. You don't want to buy from just anyone. You see, just about anyone would consider themselves a sneaker reseller, but you have to be careful not to get scammed. So the next time you buy sneakers from someone, keep these few things in mind. If the price is too good to be true, then it probably is. On a lot of reselling sites like Depop, you'll see people listing expensive, hyped sneakers for around retail price. Now this here is a major red flag and you should stay away from it because 9 times out of 10, they are fake. Second thing to keep in mind is that a lot of people are selling fakes as real. Fake sneakers are so close to retail that it's hard to tell if one's authentic unless you have a real pair to compare it with. Nowadays, you just have to be extra careful and do some research and legit check the sneaker with as many pictures as possible. Now if the seller is being sus about sending you detailed pictures, then just stay away because they're most definitely fake. Another thing that I wish I learned earlier when I got into sneakers is learning to shop the sales. You'd actually be surprised at the amount of heat that actually show up at a lot of Nike outlets. I've seen sneakers like Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, and even Nike Dunks just sitting. When I was younger, I would always just avoid those stores because in my head, I always thought that all they had was bricks that no one else wanted, but that was far from the truth. Now don't just think you're gonna walk into a Nike outlet and find some heat every time you go, because that's not the case. But if you go consistently enough, I promise you, you will find some heat way under retail. So remember not to sleep on the Nike outlets because you will find some fire stuff, but you won't know until you go in there. Tip number 3. Don't go broke over a sneaker. Look, I've been there before. I've had a couple $100s to my name and I went ahead and blew it on some sneakers, and I'm telling you right now, it's definitely not worth it. The way the sneaker game is now, there's a fire release almost every week. So if you need some time to stack some money, then go ahead and do that. That way when a new release comes around, you'll be able to comfortably afford it and still have some money in your pocket. There's also a ton of affordable sneakers you can go with, sneakers around $100 that will look just as good as long as you style them right. So don't think the only way to make your outfit look good is to have some expensive sneakers, because that's completely false. Tip number 4. Buy what you like. Now, a lot of people get into sneakers based on what's popular at the time. Now, this is normal and an okay starting point, but you don't want to only buy hyped up sneakers. For one, it can be really expensive, especially if you don't hit on retail, because then you'll have to buy from a reseller and spend 3 times as much. Second reason you don't want to only buy hyped up sneakers is because your collection will look the same as everyone else's. It's okay to like hype, but you don't want to forget about what you actually like and want to wear, whether it's hyped or not. Being a sneakerhead isn't only about rocking hyped sneakers. You want to rock what you're comfortable with and what you're excited to wear. Tip number 5, and something that I wish I learned sooner, was to keep your sneakers clean. Now this may sound crazy to a lot of non-sneakerheads. You tell one of them that you don't want to dirty or crease your sneakers, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. It's just something they don't understand. But you invested your time and money into these sneakers, sometimes spending a couple $100s, so it's okay to keep them as clean as you want. Now I'm not saying to never wear your sneakers or to wear them every once in a while. I want you to actually wear the sneaker that you buy. But once it gets a little dirty and creased up, it's okay to go ahead and clean them up and get the creases out. Another plus when it comes to keeping your sneakers clean is that you can always resell them. A lot of times you can wear a sneaker for a couple months, and if you get tired of it, sell it for more than what you bought it for. That's the great thing about being a sneakerhead that not everyone will understand. Tip number 6. This will save you a bunch of money. Stay on top of drops. You don't know how many times I've missed drops just because I didn't do my research. So if you want the best chances at getting the sneakers you want, stay on top of the drops. Now I get it because I was there before. A lot of new sneakerheads don't know where to go to find your sneaker news. But all you have to do is literally Google sneaker news / release dates. There's a ton of websites that will tell you what shoe is releasing, what sites they're releasing on, and the time of the sneaker drop. Super useful information that all sneakerheads need to know in order to cop the latest releases. Alright guys, so those were 6 sneakerhead tips that I wish I learned way sooner. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you were not already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.